Movies that postulate revisionist history simply never make the mark. Cinematic class is about to begin, and the professor is in. Ladies and gentlemen, today's lesson plan deals with 7 days in Entebbe. And boy, I've never seen history distorted and twisted so much as I have in this one. Now, these movies come about every now and then, and sometimes they're done in pretty good jest. I'm thinking back to Inglourious Bastards by Eli Roth, which we knew was over the top and nowhere near history, and you could still sit and enjoy the movie. But this one is actually presenting things as if they were historical fact, and it is so far off the mark, you have to wonder what the mentality was behind this thing. Apparently, it is very pro-Palestinian, and what is happening is the Nazis are at fault. Let me let that sink in for a little bit, okay? See, apparently, according to this movie, the Nazis really decimated the Jews. And so the Jews, in retaliation for their treatment by the Nazis, are picking on the Palestinians. Yeah, I had a hard time following that one, too. And it's a real shame because Rosamund Pike is in this, and those of you who watch my reviews know that I really like Rosamund Pike an awful lot. She's really sexy, but she is a total waste of her talents in this particular movie. Folks, the only reason I can see for making this movie in this fashion is to present a very pro-Palestinian aura, to denigrate the Nazis, which no one has a problem with, but also to deliver a very strong anti-Semitic message. And there's a special slam at the end of this to Benjamin Netanyahu, and I think it's the only reason this movie was made, was to get that message out there. It doesn't fit, and it's so obvious at that point that this is nothing but propaganda. There have been a lot of movies made about the raid on Entebbe, and for my money, I think you're better off watching the TV series. I think it was a 3-night episode with Charles Bronson that pretty much covered it up the best, I think. This one doesn't even come close. So this is one time the TV actually beats out the movies. This one is excrement on celluloid. Now that you have learned what you have learned, here endeth your lesson.